Gosh darn it.
All right, time to mute.
All right. Now it is story time. So, last time on Horrible D&D Time, our group ventures beneath the storage barn to find caves leading to an underground temple. They also found it to be occupied by several horses. These were no ordinary horses, however, but hellhounds transformed by Riley's wild magic. Brimstone tore forward towards the ruins, only to find he was surrounded by Brotherhood guards and mages. The rest of the party rushed to catch him, but Brimstone was quickly down. Were it not for the healing of their new companion, Saoirse, they surely would have fallen. Things also took a turn when a red dragon wormling appeared, when one of the horses had been smacked enough that it became a horse. No longer was a horse, I should say. In the end, it was slayed by Aemond. Knocking out the Brotherhood and capturing a few remaining stragglers, they continued into the ruins, finding that a few rooms there seemed to contain devil summoning circles. Further inspection led to them a room with a tiefling woman named Leototh, who had acid scars on her face and a pleasant smile as she sat with the small child, Revi, the kidnapped boy. She knew Brimstone from their time in Devil's Aegis and calmly talked to Brimstone about their current situation. She had asked them not to take the boy, but she said she would not stop them if that's what they truly wished to do. The child retrieved, but the area was not cleared. What would you all like to do first? Guess first, check on Riley, who had, up to this point, not followed you.
Yeah, Eamon's gonna, walk back and be like, hey, I don't know where Riley would be at this point. If you want to put her on the map, Katie.
I think Sarah had said that she wanted to go back and talk to her.
Yes, at the end of the session, Saoirse did say she wanted to go back and talk to her.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll let you handle that then.
Okay, yeah. She's just gonna go over to where Riley is, and Saoirse looks a little beat up, but she's there, and she's like, are you okay?
Yeah, I just imagine Riley the whole time, just kind of in a kind of crumpled up in a ball, just kind of trying not to freak out, because her magic going wild again last time. She just kind of looks up at Shearson and goes, "Oh, you've seen better days. What happened?"
Nothing we couldn't take care of.
You hear Eamon swearing in the distance.
Just a distant look. Right.
It's so good to have you back, Katie. We really mean it.
Sure, yeah. And yeah, I really appreciate the comments. Thank you. That was very sweet, though, by the way. Anyway, Riley just kind of kind of shakily gets up, and her legs are kind of wobbly.
Yeah, so she'll put her arm on her back and kind of help hold her up and lead her back to where everybody is, so that way we don't leave anyone behind.
Aw, she really appreciates it. Alright, we're gonna head on down.
Yeah.
Let's, I don't see any reason to stop searching yet.
I think I sent, Revi to... I sent Revi off. I think I told him to go and, I think I sent him to Zelphine? Or somebody. Somebody was getting him, a juice box.
Yeah, you sent him to get a snack. We're in the storage... the food storage getting a snack.
Hey, Revi, you want a sword?
Brimstone is pretty much done with this conversation with Leototh, but he's kind of just chilling here and isn't really sure what to do. So he's basically just gonna wait until somebody comes and tells him we're moving on.
Hi, Brimstone. I think we need to take a look at the rest of this place. Also, I'd like to talk to you in private for a second.
Okay. And Brimstone will follow Amond. Are we gonna keep searching or just go? And he gave Leototh a hug as he before he left, and
Is this a door, Leanne?
That is a door. You see a door, like, basically across from you.
Yeah. Eamon will be like, we can talk in here, and he'll open the door.
Okay.
okay.
So,
Don't actually know what's in here.
So you're wondering. You
Hmm.
see a stone room with a little raised dais, and in the center is a large pentagram. In the corner of the room, though, you see a pile of gold and jewels. It's a small pile, but you imagine that this is probably the wormling's little stash of gold.
Eamon looks at the gold and goes, ooh, and then looks at the pentagram and goes, ooh. I'm assuming, because I succeeded on the religion check last time, this is probably, I know the same thing more or less, that this is probably used to summon devils.
Yeah. This is
Just
just
gonna...
a bigger one.
Here says... No. And then underline it for emphasis.
I see.
Actually, Brimstone's gonna peek his head back into Leototh quickly as Eamon's doing this. Hey, one last question, actually. Help me out here.
What is it?
In terms of the rest of the Brotherhood finding out that we're here, how long do you think we have before this happens? Because my concern is that now that we've, taken Revi from you all, I'm worried that they're going to do they're going to do something to Revi's dad. How long do you think we have before word gets to the rest of them?
Oh, we wouldn't do anything to him. As far as I know about going back to our main operations base, they were already alerted once you came in here.
Oh, okay.
There was, they have magical sensors. They'll be here.
Do they have that kind of stuff everywhere?
At all our operations, yes. It's important to know if they've been infiltrated.
Do you know, is that something that just goes back to Radiance, or is that...
It goes back to someone under her. She's very busy, so she can't deal with everything directly.
Okay.
You understand this is merely for protection, though. Once they
I know.
find out that you haven't actually killed anybody here, then I'm sure they will treat you fairly.
I don't think that's in the cards for us. I'm gonna go back and talk to Eamon. So what did you want to talk about?
Excuse me.
Yeah, no, I think you beat it.
Sorry, when you get there, Eamon's like counting up all the gold. He's very distracted. How much is there?
There is 2,400 copper pieces, 1,600 silver pieces, 120 gold, 2 chunks of jasper, 2 sardonyxes, and 2 potions of healing that have little claw marks on them.
Please put that in chat because I didn't get that all.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Eamon counts fast. Yes, because he's a bureaucrat at heart. Brimstone, I know you probably haven't.
Bye, Craig.
Bye, Craig. I don't know.
All right, guess we're not doing Craig. Craig rage quit.
You got sick
thank
of
you
us.
for thank you for that, Leanne. We'll figure out a way to split it up later. So he's gonna close the door and say very quietly and sort of like gesture him to come to the other side of the room. And he's gonna say to Brimstone, "Look, I know you have an attachment to this person. I don't. What was her name again? Leototh. Leototh. You know we're gonna have to bring her in for questioning, right?"
I'm not doing that. I appreciate the situation we're in, Amond, and I appreciate that we have things, we are at odds with the Brotherhood. You can explain to me up and down what the ramifications of what's happening here. I'm not putting somebody from Devil's Aegis in chains.
Brimstone, I know you're not gonna do it, but I need to know if you're going to prevent me and Percy from doing it. If it is that important to you, I will try to convince him otherwise and go against my own better judgment. But quite frankly, I think people are going to get hurt if we do that.
What's behind this door here?
That's a door?
That's a door.
Yeah, Brimstone is going to, before responding, go and open this door.
So you open this door and you see 6 stone coffins.
Okay. Are any of them open? They all closed?
They're all closed and they look ancient. They have dwarvish writing on the side of them.
Before we do anything,
I would like to inspect them.
Can I use divine sense first, please?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
It's checking for undead. Feels like a good thing to do.
All right. Use your divine sense and you don't sense anything.
Thank goodness. All right, inspect away.
Yeah. Can I do an investigation?
Yep.
Okay. Let me see. I'll just do that on my roll 20 right now. Investigation. I don't have advantage. Investigation. 13.
Okay, yeah. You these are very heavy stone coffins, and they have the dwarven writing around the side of them.
They're dwarf sized?
They're dwarf sized. They don't look dwarf sized on the map, but they are dwarf sized. And one of them does have like a bit of a crumbling corner, and if you peek in, there's a skeleton in there, but it is not moving.
Brimstone is going to look around this room and kind of like just walk the lengths of the coffins, inspect them. Not responding to Eamon, but then like as he turns back, like he just walks the length of it and then walks back to Eamon, and he's going to say, I know it's not the right decision, Eamon. I know it's going to make things harder. I know it's going to potentially jeopardize things, and it's going to make people who we have to answer to ask us a lot of questions. But I need you to understand that I failed Leototh and Mordai and the rest of my villagers badly enough.
Brimstone.
I need you to let me I want us to take this one on the chin, just for her this once. Next time we see her, if anything hinky or shitty is going on, arrest away. But can we let her go once? Eamon, as
ultimately
as fucked up as the Brotherhood is, as horrible as the things they have done are, there are a lot of people in this group who deserve better, who deserve another chance and deserve to be treated like people. And the first time that they've felt like they've been treated like people was within the Brotherhood.
Brimstone, good people do very bad things sometimes. You still have to stop them from doing bad things. But if you think this is the best course of action, I haven't been super duper convinced, but ultimately it's Percy's decision, not mine.
Eamon, as far as the Brotherhood is concerned, this isn't a battle we're going to win by strength and iron.
That's not what I'm trying here. If I was doing strength and iron, believe me, this... I hope you're right, Brimstone. That's all I'm gonna say. And then Eamon will walk out of the room.
Eamon.
He'll turn back.
Eamon, these people have been told for a long, long time that everybody is out to get them. And as much as it might be, it might, stop the hurt in this moment, arresting them, putting them in jail, it's just going to confirm that.
I never said I wanted to arrest them. I wanted to ask them some questions. That's it. Whatever. I'll let Percy deal with that. It's not my job anyways, but... Eventually, we're going to have this conversation again, because this is going to happen again. It's not a question of if, it's a question of when. And for the record, Brimstone, you're not the only one who's alienated from his home. And... Look, I would love to just go running back there right now and try and fix all the issues that are there, but I know I'm needed here and now, and that I have a duty to this group and this city.
All I'm saying, Eamon, is... Hold on, I had to think. Ian has to think.
Would it be, rude of Eamon? Because Eamon would just walk out at this point.
Well, I'm saying Brimstone is going to say a thing right now, it's just Ian has to think about it.
Fair enough.
Brimstone is gonna kind of look at Eamon. He's gonna walk up to Eamon and he's going to he's gonna sort of look at this summoning circle and things, and he's gonna say, "I get you. I understand that there are things in the here and now that are very important. But I also want to think about the future."
Also thinking about the future. It's just, it's got to be everyone's future. And I'm worried that if we just let all these people go, we don't even ask them any questions, that someone else is going to get hurt. But we can talk about...
If you want to ask Leototh questions, she's here.
I mean, I meant more like interrogating her properly, but like, I get it. Frankly, right now, what we need to do is find the people here. I shouldn't have even brought it up. I'm sorry. I'm wasting time. Here and now, right?
All right.
Yeah, Brimstone is just gonna kind of go out, and he's gonna kind of go back towards the. If Avon wants to continue searching the place, Brimstone will help him, but he's not gonna say anything.
All right.
Yeah.
Zelphine, what are you up to?
Yeah, Zelphine has, she's got a whole basket of apples. She's just taking those with her, but, once we get a snack for Revy, she's gonna just be like, "Hey, are you ready to go home? 'Cause your mom is missing you a whole lot, kid."
Oh, wow, yeah, home would be nice. This place is pretty cool, too, you know. They had a dragon?
Sorry.
Yeah, that is really cool that they have a dragon actively, but he's asleep now, and, you don't wake sleeping dragons. That's the one thing that everybody knows about dragons, so...
Well, yeah,
I think it's
they
probably
get
time to go
real
home.
mad if you wake them up.
Yeah, they get real mad. Alright, so... we got a snack, so we can start heading that way, and she's gonna kind of lead him back into the main room up here. And she's just gonna, like, chill and wait, I guess, for the others. She's still not feeling great. Kind of looks at those stairs ahead of her and, like, takes a moment to, like, pause and steel herself before even attempting those. Alright, kids, as soon as the others are done, we're gonna head out.
Okay. Alright,
Deersha, Riley?
you guys are just hanging out?
I think so, yeah.
Zelphine.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, Zelphine's just gonna offer an apple to anybody who wants one.
Percy takes one.
When, like, Riley gets into the room, she's just like, "Wow, y'all look terrible."
Yeah, there was a bit of a scuffle.
A bit.
I mean, I'm still standing.
Yeah, I don't know which one's worse, getting kicked in the head by a horse or getting stepped on by a house. I wouldn't recommend either.
You got stepped on by a house?
Yeah.
Yeah, it had these weird chicken feet things that were proportional to said house, so it wasn't great.
That sounds made up, but with all the crazy shit I've seen since I've run into you, that's still plausible.
I fucking wish it was. Like, why would I just... Oh, hey, you want to know a cool story I made up? I got stepped on by a house. Ooh.
Right.
That's a top 10 Zelphine moment.
My divine sense is picking up immense levels of sass right now.
It doesn't pick up sass, it only picks up good evil.
My sass is neutral, thank you.
Yeah, jeez.
Oh my god. The paladin is not allowed to make jokes. It's not allowed.
Nope.
It's just, nope, no fun. We're the no fun police.
Riley's the only one that's supposed to make real good jokes.
Alright. I'm the jokester here. Don't take my job.
What's in this room right here?
Right. So you walk down these stairs into this room, and you see what looks to be a kind of dungeon. There are restraints on the wall, different torture-like devices, and 3 little cells. As you walk in, you hear like scuffling noises from one of them as someone bangs up against the walls or the bars, shaking them a bit and goes, Hey, anybody there? The guards just left it. Oh my God.
Brimstone's gonna go over to the cell and I don't think we have a set of keys. He's gonna tell him and go look for a set of keys. And
give me my hammer.
He'll give Eamon the hammer.
Eamon is going to say, stand back, and then he is just gonna go ham on the lock.
Alright, roll me an attack.
I haven't actually used this hammer in ages. I gotta put it back in my inventory and everything. 1 second, sorry. It's been so long.
I just like the fact that he's just like using hammer. And I bet there's like a set of keys in like a drawer somewhere, or like on the wall. Like
Brimstone's gonna look over to the left, and the keys are just like hanging on the wall on a hook.
I got this, Brim. I got this.
That's an 18.
Yeah,
look, Eamon's not known for his patience. He's specifically deciding not to because he wants to get him out of here as soon as possible.
Yeah, Brimstone, roll me a perception check, but yes, the 18 does smash the lock.
Oh shit! Perception-wise, that's a perception. That's a natural 19.
Yeah, you definitely see keys on the wall.
Okay.
I knew it.
So not only do you
Brimstone
see
just
that,
won't say anything.
you see the keys on the wall, but as like Eamon smashes into the door and pulls back, you also notice what this guy like looks like up close. You see that
Describe him to me. Paint a word picture.
He is an older gentleman, probably closing in on his 40s. He's got gray hair that is long down to his shoulders. He's got a scruffy beard, but he also has the symbol of the hunter's claw on his shoulder, just on a little sash.
Eamon's going to look at the symbol, and then he's going to approach him, and he's going to look real friendly at first. And then he's going to grab him by the neck and put him up against the wall and say, what the fuck are you doing here?
Roll me a athletics check.
Okay. 22.
Alright. Oop, that's not correct. 1 second. Yeah, he's like about to like move out of your way as he sees like the movement, but you grab him and throw him against the wall, and he goes, They trapped me down here. God, you're with them, aren't you? You're with the Brotherhood. What do you? Let go.
You ever heard of the Order of the Cleansing Sword?
Yeah.
I used to be with them, and of all the people here, I'm the one who's gonna be nicest to you. So do yourself a favor, tell me what I need to know.
If you're with them, then I don't need to tell you anything. You've already been told.
Tell me anyways.
Brimstone very tiredly is going to go, Eamon, he's not going to tell us.
He's with the Hunter's Claw.
Brimstone is going to look at Eamon, and he's going to say, I'm tired, Eamon. Right now, I'm tired. If you want to continue throwing, your duty around like a hammer, go for it. But I'm tired. We're all hurt.
Eamon's just gonna sigh.
I can't do this right now.
And let him on the ground and say, Can you please tell me what's going on?
What do you want to know? Like, I've been captured. by these cultists, and you go in and assault me. I don't know what you want.
Yeah, and I'm also rescuing your ass. Quite frankly, you don't even deserve that. I know what the Hunter Claw does to people.
We protect people, yes.
Yeah, and you kill a lot of other ones.
Yeah, the people that attack other people. We hunt monsters, it's what we do.
Okay. Now, you see, and then Eamon's going to point to his fangs. Some of your members, I think, would consider me a monster, so I don't appreciate that term, first of all. Second of all, I need to know why exactly you specifically were brought here.
I got into a scuffle with a couple of them. They were causing troubles, harassing some nobles, so I got in their way. They knocked me out and dragged me here.
Brimstone's gonna leave. He's gonna go back to the group with everybody else.
Okay.
But Eamon just gonna say, he's just gonna let Eamon take care of this.
Eamon actually is going to sort of guide the Hunter's Claw guy back to the rest of the group and say, I found this guy locked in a cage in a room with a bunch of torture devices. He's with the Hunter's Claw. I don't want to be the one to decide what to do with him. I'm going to give him to you, Percy, because that's your job.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate that.
I feel like if I take the law into my own hands, I'm going to bite off way more than I can chew.
Yep, you definitely would.
Yeah. And then Eamon's going to go find the rest of the prisoners.
Delphine starts to offer Eamon an apple, and then he walks away, and then she eats it instead.
Actually, can I... Aww. Okay.
I have another one.
Yay. Eamon will take the apple.
Alright.
Riley just kind of whispers, despite all of his rage, he's still just a rat in a cage.
Yeah,
I'm doing a joke on her apple.
When Brimstone gets back, he's very kind of silent and somber, and he definitely stares at Eamon's retreating back longer than,
Okay.
he otherwise would have.
Yeah, Eamon, you walk down this set of stairs here, and you see what looks like a barracks with several tieflings and non-humans all watching the door. One with a shock of white hair and pale skin kind of, jumps up and kind of maneuvers himself in between you and the rest of the people in the room and goes, "Who are you? What are you doing here?"
Hey there, handsome. What's up?
Nothing much? He looks confused for a second. He was expecting something
Confused by.
I'm tired. I'm fucking exhausted. I just had an emotional outburst back there. My friend's super pissed off at me.
That's rough, buddy.
I just... You got a dude locked down here. I believe his name is, what was his name again?
You didn't ask.
No, I'm not talking about this guy's name. I'm talking about the guy who's locked down here. I don't care what this guy's name is.
Which guy?
The guy we came to rescue.
The guy who stole the staff. I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not here.
No, we came for the kid. We have Revy. We have him.
Yeah.
You know where Revy's dad is?
Oh, they were...
Zarl, I believe his name is.
Oh, Zarl, yeah. At the Ye Olde Grape, he and a couple of the others were, laying low there for a bit.
Ye Olde Grape?
Yeah, it's a, tavern in the middle of town.
Yeah. Are all you guys Brotherhood?
I mean, we want to be.
Okay,
They saved us.
They summoned a bunch of... Did you not see them summoning devils? You don't think there's just, an issue with that at all?
They're under their control.
They were not...
They wouldn't hurt us.
Oh, they hurt me a lot. If you can see what they did. You can see what they did.
That... You must have got up in the people's grills.
Yeah, because they kidnapped a kid.
Oh, we didn't kidnap him. We're just keeping him safe.
Keeping him safe. Okay, see, his mom was bawling. And I'm just terrified. when we went to visit her. Okay? So maybe you give yourself a nice, good long think about what the Brotherhood's actually doing.
Why should I believe you? You just show up out of nowhere? You could be lying.
Paladins don't lie. Can I make a...
Make a persuasion check. Yeah, he just laughs and goes,
Natural
one. Paladins often don't have our best interests at heart.
Well, look, you can feel that way. I don't care. Anyone here who does not want to be in a devil-worshipping cult and who does not want to be associated with people who kidnap children, come with me. We'll get you out of here. We'll get you some food. Give you some gold, I guess, if you need it. Sure, we can work something out. Y'all have food down here. You have food down here. Anyone here sick? No one's sick? Everyone's okay?
Yeah, with that failed persuasion roll, everybody just kind of looks at you suspiciously.
Dude, I'm not talking as a paladin, okay? I'm a concerned citizen. I want to help some people. Eamon's gonna, like, put away his weapons and everything. It's like, just me. Take it or leave it.
You hear Eamon talking down the hallway?
Yeah.
Okay, Brimstone, after Eamon starts this, he's going to sigh, get up, and he's just going to walk swiftly down the hallway to where Eamon is talking to these people. And as Eamon is finishing up, he's going to come up behind Eamon, put a hand on his shoulder, and say, Eamon, let's just go. It's time to go.
I can't convince these people.
There's nothing to convince them of, Eamon. We showed up and fucking kicked their asses, killed their dragon, killed their devils. We don't have anything to offer them. You understand that we're the aggressors here in this situation with these people, right? We're not saving anybody.
Yeah.
Okay, so with that in mind, we're on the clock. Let's go. Let's take care of ourselves. Let's find this kid's dad, or something else happens.
He said that it was at the old grape, laying low there.
Right.
What's your name, by the way, white hair dude?
The tiefling?
Yeah.
Orduk.
Orduk. If you change your mind, you can usually find me at the Order of the Gauntlet.
He has like these gloves on his hands and he pulls one off and you see that his entire hand is just burn marks. And he looks at you and goes, the Order of the Gauntlet wasn't there for me when this happened. I can't imagine they'll be for me now.
Like I said, clearly nothing I can do will convince you. But the Brotherhood aren't going to be in there for you either, when push really comes to shove. And then Eamon's just going to leave.
Yeah, I think we're just going to abscond with the kid at this point. I'm leaving. I'm cool with leaving this Hunter's Claw dude here. I don't give a shit about him.
I mean, the thing is, we freed him, and I don't want him to fuck with the civilians here, quite frankly, because this dude could be dangerous.
Yeah, it's at this point, Percy kind of walks up to him and goes, all right, I'm going to take you in, and if everything goes according to plan, I will return you to your little group. If there's anything on you that I can stick to you, though, know that you're going to be put away. And this guy just goes, your jail's probably going to be better than theirs.
Guys had a rough day.
Brimstone's going to kind of go over to where Riley is with Saoirse and just kind of sit down next to her, maybe help her up, you know.
Eamon's gonna go and take the gold that, because it's not. I saw this in chat. He's gonna go and just leave the gold for them. It's theirs.
Okay, yeah, cool. Because it didn't feel right to.
Yeah, like now that I'm
taking
I know it's the dragon's horde, but like I did kill their dragon. I mean.
The one time I remember
This
to
doesn't
roll
feel
for treasure. It's fun.
I
This is
stashed
great.
him in chat.
This is on
You guys
brand.
shouldn't have sentenced me, because you guys are the ones who need the money, not me, quite frankly.
Well, that's the thing. I always feel bad for taking money for some reason. So it's like, that's why I'm dirt poor.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, like, I took it from Strahd, so it felt significantly
That's
less
fair.
bad.
Yeah, that's totally fine. Go off, King. But like, this one doesn't feel as good.
Hey,
Fine.
can we keep the potions of healing though? Can we keep
Yeah, let's
those?
keep
Yeah,
the
can we keep
potions of
those?
healing.
Please
Yeah, let's
keep
keep
those.
those actually.
I
I'm
left
gonna
those
give-
specifically for you lot.
I'm gonna give one to Zelphine, and I'm gonna give one to who Percy or Saoirse? Percy or Saoirse? I just want to make sure everyone has at least one potion of healing.
I've got one left. I came in with 2.
Okay, wonderful.
Nice.
Does anyone not have a potion of healing?
I just realized I don't have my character sheet up.
Sorry, I'm
don't.
typing.
I think I do actually.
I don't think
Um,
you. Apparently, your character sheet's still level 4. I've been told.
It's not updated. It's not updated. I have an updated one that I use.
Yeah,
I
'cause,
didn't have a potion of healing, so I appreciate that.
Okay.
Last session, I was like, oh, I can just run Riley in the background, just throw into like schematic orbs or something. I looked at the sheet; it was level 4, and I'm like, oh no.
Oh no!
I'm like,
I did
guess-
not update that shit.
I'm like, well, Riley's just gonna hang back then. It's fine.
Yep.
It's
Yeah,
all for your benefit, so.
Yep. Actually, I don't have a potion of healing, so I'll take it. I'll take it.
Okay, never
Good
mind.
idea.
Okay, one goes to Zelphine and one goes to Riley.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank
Let's
you.
take the kid and get out of here.
Yeah, and Eamon is going to look at the dragon. Should we? And then he's going to turn to Percy and is like, should we? Is this evidence? Like, is this supposed to be here,
No,
this dragon?
he's sleeping. He's sleeping. The dragon is sleeping right now.
Ah.
Don't wake a sleeping dragon.
Yes,
Yeah,
do
the
not
kid looks
wake a
up
sleeping
and-
dragon.
Yeah, the kid looks up, he goes, Ruby Sparks is sleeping. Don't wake him up.
Eamon looks at the massive wound in his head and goes, "Oh my god, I'm a fucking monster, aren't I?"
Riley just noticed the dragon goes. "Huh."
I'm such a bad person. I need therapy so bad.
You're fine. Oh, by
Yeah,
the way,
Brimstone's gonna. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, are Riley's markings still active? I would
They are
assume.
still glowing on you.
Yep, because she's still
Is
freaking out. So
Does
that's
anything
good.
happen when Brimstone touches her then?
Why would
Ooh,
you do that?
That's right, and
Hey.
Saoirse too.
Yeah, Saoirse's been touching her.
Okay, so first we'll do Saoirse. Roll me a D100.
Please,
boy.
not the really bad one. Please, not the really bad one. Please,
Oh,
not
it's
the really
gonna be
bad
bad.
Hit me with the bad one.
one. Please don't.
16.
16. Your divine health is suppressed for the next 8 hours. You have disadvantage on saving throws against disease.
Oh no,
Oh,
she's gonna
I
get the
nerfed her
flu.
again.
She got a sneefle.
I keep nerfing Saoirse.
Yeah, you like, as you're touching Riley, like, you get like this spark in you and you suddenly feel a bit weaker. And Brimstone, I'm gonna get you to roll on the D100 table.
Okay.
Me and
45.
Saoirse are not a good match.
45. For the next 8 hours, any creature which attempts to grapple you fails and takes 4d6 piercing damage from quills that erupt from your skin.
Oh
Okay,
my
so
God.
Brimstone is just. He's just. Yeah, he goes, huh, well, that's new.
Physically and emotionally prickly right now.
So Brimstone just sprouts these quills, and Zelphine's gonna lean over to Percy like, please God, tell me you see that too.
Oh my god.
Eamon has the apple like in his mouth. It just kind of falls to the ground and his jaw like drops.
Riley
What?
kind
We've
of
got to do something about this girl. She is.
Oh, thank fuck! I thought I was losing it.
Nope.
Riley steps back from everybody. He's terrified.
Eamon's gonna take out a pair of gloves, but not hand them to Riley. He's gonna kind of toss them to Riley.
No, she's not gonna catch them.
Maybe put those on in case you touch the thing and bad stuff happens.
Conceal, don't feel.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but yeah.
Hey, Riley, time to let it go.
I'm sorry, but yeah, please conceal, don't feel.
Riley, look at me. Riley. Hey, listen, look at me. I'm okay.
It's pointy.
Yeah,
No, this magic's bad. Bad things are
Ri-
gonna happen. If I
Riley.
stay with you guys, I gotta go. She's gonna run.
No.
Right, no, it's an improvement. Oh god.
Falcon, can you go?
Riley, it's fine. Come on. It's just.
She's gonna run away. I can't do it on the token. I don't have a token, but she's running. She's bolting out of the building.
I'm gonna call Maggie, and it's like, hey, if you see Riley, could you I don't know if you can do something to make her feel a little better, but
I guess Brimstone is gonna
give her a
look and
kiss
see
or
if anybody
something.
else is gonna go and go after her.
Have you ever kissed a horse, Eamon? We got funny lips. It's not very pleasant.
You've kissed me before without me asking you to.
Yes. I thought it was funny.
Yes.
Seriously, can you come with?
Yes, of course.
Hey, Brim and Saoirse are gonna go after Riley.
So sorry. I'm so sorry.
I love Maggie so much.
It's the best character of all.
Give us a smooch, Maggie.
Okay.
Maggie, we're gonna talk about this later.
But yeah,
Riley's running outside.
you run up that dirt path, up the ladder, kind of run through the barn house, and you just, as you continue to run further away from this, the markings finally do start to recede.
Do we find her soon after that?
Depends. How fast are you running?
I think Saoirse and I running. Oh, actually, yeah. How fast is Riley
I
running?
was gonna say, she's just has basic movement. I would assume that Brim has a lot more movement than I do.
Yeah, he's got that barbarian stuff, I think, that makes him more. So eventually Brim will catch up to you.
Yeah,
But
so
wait,
Brim probably. Go ahead.
Okay, because I was gonna say, it's receding, but she's still kind of having a panic attack, isn't she?
Yep. And so it's not all the way gone, but it seems less powerful than it was underground.
That's weird. I think she will notice that it's receding a bit, and she'll pause a bit, and then Brim can catch up.
Yeah, and then I imagine Saoirse is a little behind him, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey. And we find her probably in maybe in a corner, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Hey, no, don't come near me. Don't come near me.
Hey.
Bad things happen when people come near me.
Riley, we're all good. It's okay. Seriously, we're fine. Nothing. Riley, this kind of stuff has been happening, the whole time, and it's it's not put us off before. This is just a new weirdness.
Oh, but that's the thing. It could just be weird now, but bad things can happen with this magic. I can't control it.
Well, I mean, if it's I'd rather we be around to help you with it than, not. I mean, what are you gonna do? Just, you know, just stop hanging out with us, Like,
I don't want that, but
yeah, no, I mean, we don't either. Because we care about you,
I care about you guys too. That's why I want to keep my distance. I don't hurt you guys, because I've done that before. I've done that way too many times.
Riley, I've hurt y'all a lot with my actions and stuff. I mean, remember the first thing that I did when we all were in that dumbass house in Barovia? Fucking closed myself off from y'all, and, all it did was just made things harder for us.
That's right. I forgot.
Yeah, we all...
We were all dumb back then.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still dumb. I haven't...
True!
I mean, like, for goodness sake...
I'm still dumb too!
Like, he kind of turns to Saoirse. I actually... We can talk about that another time. But... people make mistakes all the time, and it's, and it's okay, because we all know that, like, you care about us and you want us to, be safe and okay, and we want you to be safe and okay. But, like, this magic it's not your fault. It's not... Yeah, it's happening, and it's, it's something that's, like, on your skin, and, and all that. So, like, it happens, but, it's one of those things where we know about it, and, we can... And we can, learn how to help you deal with it. It doesn't mean it's not something... We know that it's not something you're doing because you want to hurt us. And that's why it's something that's worth helping you with.
Okay, I'll do better. I'll try and get this under control. But thank you for the support.
You don't have to do that alone. Riley, I don't know shit about magical shit. You know more about magic than me.
I'm not saying something. Oh.
This is... And it's... Especially when it's something that, like, is... I mean, you were born with this, and it's still a big mystery to you in some ways, and to the rest of us in some ways. It's not something that you have to... You're not a bad person for not knowing how to deal with this automatically. It takes time, it takes work to, learn about things like this and learn about yourself. And, as much as it might feel like that you have to handle on your own, I don't think it's fair to you to ask you to deal with this, by yourself in such a way that nobody else has a problem. We're your friends. We want to help you out with this. It's not something that you have to deal with alone. And I've honestly, given the nature of this magical bullshit, like it probably will be really fucking hard to deal with alone. So don't apologize. Don't feel like you have to. Don't feel like you're being a burden on us.
Okay. I just don't want anyone to get hurt. But if you all are going to be patient with me, I thank you. I'll try to stop running away from this. It's just a lot to handle sometimes.
You're totally fine. I've been running from a lot of things for a while. And not everybody may like the way that I'm confronting the things that I've decided to stop running from. But it's what I feel like I need to do.
Yeah.
However we help you out with this, I hope you know you're more to us than just this crazy magical bullshit. You're our friend. You're Riley, our friend, the seamstress, the sorceress, cat owner.
Comic relief.
You're not there.
Dan's there in spirit.
I mean, I've just met you, Miss Riley, but you don't seem like someone that people would want to give up on.
Aww. I was gonna make a call you maybe joke, but that was very sweet.
Okay.
Where were the rest of the party? We came here as well.
Riley,
'Cause
can I get you to make a wisdom saving throw with advantage?
Whoa, okay.
Also with cool paladin beams.
Yep, you do get
Oh,
the
from
paladin
Saoirse?
aura from Saoirse.
Ooh. Oh wait, that's advantage. Hold on a moment. What's the addition for the paladin stuff? Ooh.
Is it my charisma mod?
Yes.
4.
Okay. That's actually pretty good, because I rolled a 9, so that is 11 plus 4, 15.
Alright. So, with that, this conversation that you've had, you've calmed down enough now that all of the marks seem to be gone from your skin.
Okay.
Good man, Charlie Brim.
Apparently I need a mental health talk every time I freak out like this.
Okay,
Well, check.
Eamon is also realizing that he needs a therapist. We'll go find one together.
Yay!
I'm assuming at this
Therapy
point
session.
the rest of the group kind of comes up out of the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta help Percy get these people out of here.
There is quite a
So I
few.
don't know how we want to do that.
They do not want to leave. They didn't like me because I'm a paladin. Also, I rolled a 1 on my persuasion check, which, can't do anything about
No,
that.
I mean the ones. I mean the ones we tied up. I don't give a shit about the other ones.
Oh yeah, Eamon's gonna.
They want to hang out here. They can hang out here.
Eamon's gonna drag one other. Probably realistically, he's gonna drag all of them with him, like in a row,
All like
like a
5
daisy
of them?
chain. Yeah, no, like a daisy chain. It's like, come on.
Many
Are there?
Many of them are unconscious.
How many are there?
There's 2 that were awake, and then at least I've lost track because I deleted them off the map because they were gone and they taken up space. I
was just looking at the 3 that we could see.
Yeah.
Oh god, they got deleted.
They
no.
went into the
I'll just despawned.
3.
They despawned.
There was at least 1 other mage, and at least 2 or no, there was 2 there. So there's like 8 people.
I'm assuming it'll take a while, but we will carry them all out, and then Eamon will put some of the unconscious ones on top of the horse, and.
Plus, there's the unconscious ones upstairs.
Okay, look, there's a lot of people here we need to arrest. Honestly, Percy, this might be the time to just, call some watchmen.
Yep.
I don't want to drag bodies around. I feel like that's tampering with evidence. Get the bat signal.
Yeah. I'm just trying to remember what the badge of the watch does.
I think the only thing he could do with it is, like, it would take him 10 minutes, but he could technically let Laryl Silverhand know where he is.
Yeah.
But he could just send, like, a paper bird. Probably
Yeah,
be easier.
that's probably what he's going to do.
Yeah.
Alright. Writes up a paper bird, sends it off.
Eamon's going to start, like, putting up the fantasy equivalent of do not cross tape. I don't know what that would be.
Does he just have that?
Hey, Leanne, do I just have that?
No.
Okay. Fair enough. No, that's fair.
That's not even a thing Percy
has.
has. It's not a thing that exists.
I think that Brim wants to get this kid back to his mom and also get to Yield Grape.
Yeah, we got to do that now, preferably.
Agree.
Yeah, it's
the
about
kid.
this time that
She's got Revy with her.
a handful of, like, 4 other guards show up, and they start escorting you back towards the city.
Mondays, am I right?
And instead of going the way they came, you guys came, they start leading you down south towards the river gate. Because it's a long way around either way.
Yeah.
You know, before everybody else gets up with two outside with Riley and Saoirse, Brim is actually going to ask both of them and go, "Hey, so I feel like I might need some sort of meditation of some kind. Saoirse, is that a thing we can do within the Church of Selene? I figured it might help me out with this whole wearable thing and sort of controlling myself, and maybe it'd help Riley with, like, her magic. Those might be two different things that need different, sort of..."
I mean, meditation doesn't hurt.
Definitely look and see what options we have available to us. There's definitely paths within the church for you to control your lycanthropy, or at least get a better handle on it.
Yeah. I also wouldn't mind talking to you about, like, the mood and, like, your whole, like, the whole vibe with that, and, like, how you sort of approach that whole part of it.
All right.
Maybe another time. Like, maybe, when we're not.
Well, I figured,
What's that all
yeah.
about? Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. That's all you want to do.
Okay.
Riley's just making sneaking glances, going, "Oh, this flirting's terrible."
Meanwhile, Eamon is, like, with Zelphine. He's like, "Am I a bad person, Zelphine?"
You're asking me?
Yeah, I am. Am I too aggressive? Do I turn people away with my anger?
Okay, well, first of all, am I a bad person and am I too aggressive for 2 different questions, I think.
Yeah, but, 'cause you're fine by your actions, If I just go around hurting people, it's just...
Oh, well, fuck me then, I guess.
It's like, Hey, Percy, am I a bad person?
You're awful.
Okay, thanks. I don't know why I expected a different answer from you.
Yeah, I know, man. You ask the hard questions, I give you the hard truths.
Yeah, you're awful too, buddy.
Yep.
You're Riley. Never mind. Okay, this bit's over now.
Bit is done.
Riley's just, like, staring, like, middle distance, like, I can explode with any moment. You're fine.
Yeah, but
You're
like
not a
good
bad person.
You're like a good exploding person.
You're exemplary of your cause.
Thanks.
You're dedicated. You're dedicated.
Thank you.
We're back in the city. Yes.
At this point, yeah, you've reached the gate. You get in, and the guards take off with the prisoners, and Percy kind of stops for a second and looks out and kind of sniffs the air and goes, "Smell that?" And Brim, you definitely smell the scent of smoke and dust lingering in the air.
God damn it! Not another one.
Hey, did they have Leototh? Did they get her?
And it's at this point, Percy turns to you and goes, "Who?"
Oh no, he didn't. He didn't ask that aloud. I was just asking DM. Did they have Leototh in the cultists that they picked up?
They didn't.
I didn't want to say anything, but I saw Leanne suspiciously moving her token off screen.
Yep, you guys didn't find her after she wandered off.
Good. Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna head towards whatever this fire is.
So yeah, you kind of rush through the trades ward towards where it is, and in the middle of one of the major roads here, you don't actually see a fire, but you see a large group of people blocking the road. They are shouting at each other, and there are fists flying between two large groups, just blocking the whole street.
Watchman, permission to break up this fight.
Well, at this point, you see that there are already watchmen trying to pull people off of each other.
Can I look? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, you can roll perception.
Yeah.
I'm also gonna scope it out. I'm
Yeah.
curious.
Well, hopefully better than me because I rolled a 4.
There is a lot of people, Brimstone.
Yeah. I rolled a 8.
An 8. You also see that there is a lot of people blocking this road. You didn't think there was, like, this many people could fit into this one area.
Can Eamon try
that's a lot of people.
and help? Can Eamon try and help the Watchman?
Hang on. This
Oh,
Nope.
sorry, you broke up. What was that?
they will let me.
Oh, yeah, go
Yeah.
for it.
Roll, but roll,
Oh no,
Nope.
you're
and it's still.
you're
See the
cutting
rolls that
out.
I'm trying to make.
You're cutting out. I think it's an internet issue if it's the roll
I
20
think
as well.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
Shelbs!
A second.
Yeah.
Yep, we'll give her a second.
Pause. Riley's just
Yeah.
looking like, wow, that's a lot of people.
Hey, Hunter's Claw
Party.
guy, am I a good person?
He's not with us anymore.
If you asked him beforehand, he would like look at you and goes, I don't fucking know you.
It's fair.
You just look and go, no! Are you kidding me?
You threw me against the wall. That hurt. I would say no.
Yeah, but I also
Oh, no,
saved you
Shelbs,
from
it's
prison,
still-
so...
So, Shelbs rolled 4 times. I'm gonna use
Yep.
the first one, but we'll see what happens if she can respond. When she... Her, like, little
Can
circle
y'all hear
of-
me?
Kind of.
Hello.
Yes.
Kind of.
Yes.
Okay, give me just.
Yeah.
You can hear me? Am I breaking up?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Currently, no.
No, you're not breaking
Okay.
up.
No, you're good.
Alright.
Okay, hang on. Weird thing. As soon as you hear this, say hello.
Hello.
God, that was
Hello.
a lag.
Hello.
Oh, sorry. Hello, we're dumb.
That took me a second to actually respond. to.
Yeah.
It's like a second after.
Oh, okay.
That
Because
is what I heard.
it felt like there was
Yeah.
a really big lag between me saying something and y'all responding.
No, I can hear you just fine. You just said saying something and not responding. It's...
Yeah, it was more of a brain lag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
We
my
all
dad-
have the mental illness.
I just took my ADHD
valid.
meds.
We all have a mental illness.
I mean, it's true.
Yeah.
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 I mean, true.
This is D&D's cheaper than therapy.
It is.
Honestly, true.
Okay, so perception of 26.
Yeah, with a 26, you immediately notice some of these people are wearing a Brotherhood patch somewhere on their clothes. So, there are others that are wearing a Hunter's Claw symbol. And there are several amongst the crowd that have no symbols on them at all, but have been drawn into this.
What
Oh,
can
son of
I?
a bitch, they started a brawl.
You want to
I'm
be
just-
a world star.
I would love to try and pull someone out of the brawl, but I worry if I do that I am just going to get pulled into the brawl.
Yeah, and it's at this point, Zelphine, you pick up the sound of horse hooves. And very soon, everybody can hear these horse hooves against the cobblestone. And on the other side of this brawl that is spread out across the road, you see what looks to be a couple of paladins and a cleric dressed in robes of tear. Brim and Amid, you specifically can notice that this cleric is Minerva on her own shining white horse.
I'm actually gonna walk up to Minerva and go, do you
Oh,
know what the hell's...
You can't
Hold
get
on,
to
she's
them.
on the other side of this.
Oh, right.
They're on the other side of this, and it's taking up the whole street. The leader of these paladins takes off his helmet, and squinting, you can see, revealing that he is a half-orc with slightly tan skin, sharp cold eyes, and a widow's peak for a hairstyle. He lifts a hammer above his head and lets out a loud bellow. It echoes through the street and seems to catch everybody dead in their steps. Cease this brawl immediately. You will disperse or face arrest and prosecution by the order of the cleansing sword. And the people close in the crowd closest to you, you see fear cross their faces, and many begin to run off, scampering. Even a few in the city watch look like panic crosses their face. Aemond, you've seen this before. Renault Dawnsword has been known to clear battlefields with his magical ability to strike fear into people. It doesn't take long for the people to clear out. You see the group turn their heads towards a watch station up the road and gallop off. And Percy at this point stops and glances at you and goes, "That's the direction of the watch station we left Alabaster and Wesley."
Well,
Brimstone takes off running.
Oh,
He takes
boy.
off running at that.
Cool.
Eamon will get on his horse and follow. Come on, Maggie, we're about to meet some old friends. And I use the term friends very loosely.
All right, Aemond, let's go.
I love your enthusiasm so much.
I'm
I
so
need
excited.
it.
As
You
Brimstone
are
leaves,
the only
he's going
pure
to say, as Brimstone leaves, he's going to say, "I don't need another paladin deciding who gets to live and who gets to die today."
Oh, come on, man!
I think you're a good person, Aemond.
Apparently, Brimstone doesn't, but then Eamon's just gonna bolt.
We have Bernard with us, right?
Yeah, you've met up with Bernard, and Percy jumps on and yanks somebody on Zelphine on there because he doesn't want to leave you alone.
Okay. Hold on, one more, and she's gonna reach down and help the kid up.
Yay, this is exciting! Woo, it's so fuzzy!
We drop the kid off on the way.
No, that's
Just gonna say,
that's
can we
gonna
drop
be a
the kid?
No, on the way.
I'm sick of this kid.
No,
I'm sick
no.
of this kid.
His home is not on the way. His home is up north, so...
Yep.
Apologies.
It's gonna be a while.
What is Saoirse doing?
I'm standing there, I guess. Did Riley take off after everyone else?
Riley's also standing there, just confused, huh? I thought we weren't running anymore.
I guess we should follow them.
I guess so. Let's go, Shersha. They're gonna run over.
Yeah.
So yeah, you run up the street, and it suddenly hits you where the smell of the smoke and the dust has come from, as you come upon the watch station and a look of dread just crosses Percy's face.
We shouldn't have trusted Leanne.
There is rubble on the ground and dust in the air. Part of the wall of the guard station is just on the ground. It seems to have just been blown apart. You see a tall woman in a watch captain uniform trying to look stoic, but she's holding Lucky socks in her arms and gently petting the cat.
Riley runs over to Lucky.
You see the paladins from earlier towering over her on her horses. And yeah, as you run up, you catch the part of this conversation. These terrorists have been allowed to run rampant in the city for too long, Captain Dalton. Now they've taken not only one of your prisoners, but a lieutenant in the watch. I have been trying to convince the commander of the watch to let us paladins of Tyr special permission within the city to take out this cult. I would advise you to bring similar concerns to your superiors. Enough noise and maybe they'll finally see reason. And we can finally do something about this. And she just looks sternly at him and then notices you run up and like awkwardly passes the cat over to you. And she dusts herself off a little bit and goes, I will pass on your concerns to Major Tormund.
Aemond at this point is just like on his horse, kind of looking at Reynold. I don't know if they notice each other yet.
He doesn't initially, but then as he like nods to the captain and turns his face towards you, you see like that spark of recognition pass him, and he looks at you and goes, "Well, if it isn't Aemond."
Hello there, Sir Reynold. How are you?
I am well, thank you. Have you come to aid us?
What is it that you're doing exactly?
We need to take out this cult that is causing problems within Waterdeep.
I agree. I was actually just in one of their lairs.
Oh, very well then. You must report all that you've seen there to me.
Aye, aye, Cap. And then Aemond clearly is not happy about sort of falling in rank, but will, rather than going with Brimstone and the rest, he will fall in behind the Order of the Cleansing Sword.
Brimstone is going to take out Aemon's hammer and throw it at his feet.
No, Aemond has the hammer. Remember, he took it for breaking lock.
Oh.
I didn't want to say it, but he specifically chose not to give it back.
Okay. Then Brimstone's just gonna turn away.
Aemon is going...
sorry, go ahead.
I hate splitting the party like this because I don't like it's like, oh, they do something, then I do something, and then he does something.
It's very fair. He'll just like kind of bring you to the side.
Yeah,
and demand a report.
Yeah, Aemon will say that they were summoning devils there and that he desecrated their, or I guess consecrated their summoning portals. And then he's also going to, he kind of turns things back to Zaglum and says, my understanding is you've been having trouble with giants, is that correct?
That's correct. And I believe that they have some kind of connection to this cult down here, and I don't like that kind of disorder coming from here. There has been rifts opening across the Sword Coast, and I believe that this cult is responsible.
Rifts?
Yes.
Do you know what... Now, question. Would I be able to make connection between that and Riley? Like the rift, quote-unquote?
No, but you could make the connection between that and the fact that there is a mention of druid circles being killed by Yanvin.
Because they've been taking out druid circles that have been keeping the plane separate. Is that correct?
That is the evidence that has been presented to me, yes.
I can corroborate that. Are you aware of the existence of someone called Yanvin?
There has been whispers about a man causing problems, and I believe he is a high-ranking member of this cult, which is where my connection has come from.
Sir Reynolds, if you'll allow me to, sorry, Knight Commander Reynolds. I understand you probably know that I've left the Order of the Cleansing Sword.
Yes, and it has been quite a disappointment.
Yes,
Frankly,
yes, I know.
You are a good soldier, and I liked having you under my command.
Yes, well, I think it's been abundantly clear that you and I have not always seen eye to eye.
That is evident.
You know, what with, I mean, look, there's the elephant in the room, and I know we're both thinking it, so I'm just gonna say it. Still haven't quite forgiven you for that whole dad-killing thing. Kind of a dick move.
He, raises an eyebrow.
I know I haven't directly said this to you before, but that was not a just thing to do.
In my eyes, it was.
Well, you should get your eyes. You need glasses.
Amond. He was attempting to unify all the orcs. What happens when he is gone? Everything falls apart.
You know it was supposed to take over after him, right?
You were a child at the time.
And now I'm a man.
Putting in laws and regulations in that area was the only thing that was keeping that area from falling apart.
Now what? The mine's there, very wealthy. I'm sure that the Order's been able to sustain itself off of them.
Everyone needs a source of income, Amond.
Look, I'm gonna try and put that aside for now. Because this cult has been causing a lot of harm. And, like you taught me, and then Eamon kind of says that through gritted teeth, we have to put the needs of others before ourselves. So, I'll try to keep contact with you. I have encountered and captured several members of the Brotherhood, but I need to warn you, you're not going to get the special permissions you want. However, if you are going to try and go down this avenue, I would prefer if you went through me and used me as a liaison. Because I think applying too much force here will make the situation worse. We need to be very precise.
You'd be willing to work under me again.
Eamon kind of pauses for a moment and looks back to where he knows his friends are. He looks to Reynolds and says, I will report to you, but I will not be taking orders.
Very well. But if you get in my way, Amond, I will suspend your paladin rights in the city.
Is that how that works? I thought it was with Waterdeep now.
At the end of the day, you are still part of the Church of Tyr.
And I guess if I break my oath, that means no more powers and no more mandate.
That's correct.
On one condition. You said so yourself. That I am a good soldier, that I uphold the laws of the land, that I have good judgment. Zaglum needs its king back. And I have a responsibility and a birthright. I think you know what I'm going to say next.
You wish to take over in Zaglum.
Eamon nods. I have to.
I will be amenable to this idea if you promise to uphold Tyr's order and rule over there.
Eamon is going to put one hand over his chest, and he's going to choose his words very, very, very carefully. He is going to say... Rel, am I a good person? No, he is going to say... He's going to say, I solemnly swear that should I ascend to the throne of Zaglum as its rightful heir and king, I will uphold justice, fairness, order, and good judgment in the Orcish lands.
That is not quite what I asked, but it will do for now. You're dismissed. If you need me, I will be in the North Ward, in the Church of Tyr's barracks.
Thank you, Knight Commander.
And he turns and nods to Minerva, and she kind of glances back at you. She shrugs, and the paladins leave.
Eamon just kind of stands there for a moment, like just on top of Maggie. Fuck. Fuck.
And we cut back to the captain that had been covered in dust and handed socks over. She looks over at Percy and goes, Captain Silverton, good to see you. And he just kind of shakes his head and goes, what the hell happened, Dalton? Well, while Lieutenant Yusult was trying to get more information out of the prisoner, she eventually stopped talking. She just sat silently for a while. The lieutenant tried to get more out of her, but she seemed unwilling to respond. Then suddenly there was an explosion. By the time the dust cleared, all I could see was a band of masked and cloaked figures come through the wall. They grabbed both of the prisoner and the lieutenant. And the watch tried to interfere, but we were stopped by that riot that occurred down the street.
Oh, wait. So, Wesley's gone?
I'm so sorry, but yes, they took him.
Did this just happen?
Happened about half an hour ago at this point. We got stopped cold. I intended to send more people out, and then the paladins showed up. And then she just stops and like adjusts herself again, stands tall, and goes, "All right, Lieutenant." And she points to another watchman and goes, "We're going to go after them. Let's." And like Percy just kind of shakes his head and goes, "Okay. We'll see if we can find their trail."
I can find them. You'll have to give me some time to get my powers back, but if we can't find them by tomorrow, come find me and I'll be able to find them for us.
Eamon's... sorry.
Yeah, Percy just kind of slumps and goes, "Yeah, I don't think we're going to be finding him tonight. Everyone here needs a rest."
Eamon is going to rejoin with the group, and say, I think it's time we take the kid home.
Yeah, let's go and do that first.
Mm-hmm.
Riley's not saying anything else.
All right.
And actually, she's gonna give Lucky to Zelphine.
Yeah, Zelphine will take the cat. She looks like she's sobered up significantly from, silly head entry, but she's not really saying anything.
And yeah,
Riley is definitely keeping her distance from everybody else and just very clammed up at the moment. But she's walking forward and
Brimstone's gonna stand by Riley. He's not gonna force himself to be next to her, but if she'll let him, he's gonna walk nearby her, or in step with her.
Yeah, she's mumbling. She's just like, everyone I know and love are being destroyed by this one group. I don't understand. Every time I try to fix something, everything goes wrong. I don't know what to do. She's panic mumbling.
Brimstone's gonna kind of rub her back a little bit and just kind of try and be there and be a comfort.
Oh, she flinches. Oh.
Leanne, why are you doing this to the sweet baby girl? Why would you do this?
There's no story without conflict.
I
Dan,
did this to myself.
Did you see the title of this campaign? Of this entire campaign? And the
Horrible D&D Time.
There you go.
Exactly.
Living in the sunlight, having a horrible time.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, we're gonna take the kid home.
Yeah, at this point, yeah, you wander down to the southern ward where you found his mother, and yeah, he just runs in, "Mommy!" and she picks him up and gives him a big old hug. And goes, "So, are you alright?" He goes,
Yeah, they gave me lots of apple juice. It was real good.
and she just goes, "Oh, I'm so good. I'm so glad."
But you know what? We also have to go to the Old Grape?
Yeah, ye old grape.
Ye Old Grape.
Percy just kind of shakes his head at this point. He goes, "If things go poorly there, things might not be good for us."
Should we tell the wife where he is, though?
I don't think it'd be smart to have her go in there alone if we can't handle it.
That's true.
And I think we should all take a rest. Huh? How does that sound?
I'll tell you this: the people there and the underground there said that there was a team there. There's people there. We're already drawn to our limits. We don't know who's going to be there.
Yeah, and to be fair, the only real clue we have is, I'm pretty sure, and she's gonna dig out that note that Dawn gave her, way back when. She's like, yeah, I think this is, the public hangout for, the lower ranks and all, so we're still certainly not fit to deal with it, but I don't think it's gonna be, the pressing danger that can't wait until in the morning.
We can give that some time.
Yeah, you guys are all beat up. We should really rest and tackle this in the morning.
I'm a porcupine.
You're a big spiky boy.
It's only the next hour, so.
All right, Sonic the Hedgehog.
Eamon is going to
I don't
visit.
understand that reference.
No one understands my references.
Hank's
my curse.
dog.
Actually, I understand that one.
Oh shit! Yes.
You know why I say
Leanne.
gotta go fast every time my word for casting haste is gotta go fast.
Oh my gosh.
Leanne, you were saying something?
Yeah. Are you guys heading back to Percy's house?
I think so,
Eamon wants to... Eamon is going to say to the rest of the group, I want to stop by an armor real quick to talk about that dragon and then I think I'm gonna go sleep at my brother's place tonight. Haven't seen him in a while, and I want to give Sheldon a walk.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Eamon is going to, and then Eamon's going to say, Eamon's going to pull Brimstone aside before he goes and says, before you say anything, I want you to trust me the same way I trusted you with, name, I can't remember, 1 second, with Leototh. All right?
I'm listening.
Just give me the same discretion that I gave you. You don't have to be happy about it. I just need you to not...
What do you want, Eamon?
Nothing from you. Just don't prejudge me before you know what I'm trying to do, okay?
What are you trying to do?
My worry is that if Reynold, who, by the way, can't stand the guy, hate his guts, honestly wish he was dead. Like painful death, too.
Eamon, cut to the chase.
If he's trying to use me as a liaison, hopefully he'll be less likely to try and get permissions to act in the city freely. Because I guarantee you, if he's allowed to act in the city freely, he's going to make the Hunter's Claw look like a bunch of incompetent chumps. Reynold is ruthless, competent, and has a way of getting what he wants. We don't want to fuck with him. Especially not when he has all those paladins at his beck and call.
Eamon, what did you do?
I told him I would report to him about cult goings-on with the Brotherhood. That's all.
Eamon, I need you to understand something about me and this situation and the way I see things. Blade Brotherhood is full of a lot of people who look like me and who, fortunately, due to my situation, I don't share this belief, and who see the world as out to get them, and see people who, let's face it, who look like you as not being on their side, who look like you and Percy and all of them as being their enemy. And honestly, with the way the Waterdeep is right now they're right. There are not a lot of people on these people's side. That's why they turned to the Blade Brotherhood. You don't seem to understand that. We were in that dungeon, and you went around asking people if they, needed help, if they needed saving. They saw themselves as saved already. We were fucking it up for them. Sure, it was for what we believe was a greater good, but to them, we are the aggressors. And on top of that, the more we push in that direction, the more we push and prod and allow them to feel further like they are being painted as the bad guys. Yes, yes, there's absolutely terrible, terrible people in that group. There's cruel people. There's people at the top who want to fucking end the world, it seems like. That's absolutely true. A lot of people in that group have been duped by them. But regardless of how much of that, how deep that goes, it is not going to be solved in a way that anybody's going to like by the bloodbath that I fear is coming.
Well,
and
sorry,
you
continue.
Can't tell me that. And you can't tell me that the way that people in power in the city right now are dealing with things isn't going to lead to that. The upshot of it is, the only way that this is going to work is going to end in a way that doesn't involve all of these people forever being branded as heretics and cultists and horrible devil summoning bastards, which is going to be felt for generations, is finding a middle path. And I fear very much that we are not finding that middle path.
Well, if you find it, let me know. But I'm going to try and prevent the end of the world in any way I can. And Brimstone, you talk about needing to protect your home. I haven't been there in 7 years. I miss it so much. And then Eamon's just going to walk away.
All right. So you take off towards your brother's house, and everybody else takes off towards Percy's.
Eamon wasn't lying about wanting to spend time with Sheldon, by the way. He feels bad. He's been neglecting his pet crab.
It's crab.
Sheldon deserves some lovin'.
Give that crab some screeches.
Has he gotten any bigger?
Surprisingly, yes.
Oh my god. Can we I think we might have to have a talk about this, Sheldon.
It's the
Hey, guys.
crabby.
Guys, I hate to do this to you, but I'm about to do something real sad. Actually, you know what? Sorry, Shelbs has something she needs to do. I'm gonna let her do her thing.
I was gonna say, don't kill the crab!
Oh, no. I'm not gonna kill the
It
fucking
sounded like you're gonna
cheese.
kill the crab!
No!
Okay, but continue, sorry.
No, I'm gonna let Shelbs do her thing first.
I mean, it's not immediately time for me to do my thing, but yeah, we're headed back to.
Yeah, you guys are heading back to Percy's house.
Brimstone gets back to the group and he seems very frustrated and hurt and upset.
I should ask, what is Saoirse planning to do?
I guess she was gonna go back to the inn where she's staying because it seems like, she helped these people and, job well done.
Yeah.
No one's stopping her.
True.
Saoirse,
Honestly, true.
do you want to chill with us?
I
I know we.
Go ahead.
I know we've given you zero reason to want to continue this arrangement, but I don't know, Percy's house is free. We've invited a bunch of people already, why not?
Is that all right with you, Perseverance?
As long as you don't mind congee for dinner, because I need it.
All right. If you want me around, I'll stay.
Sleepover! We can watch scary movies and wrap up in nice little sacks. It's gonna be great.
Fuck is a movie?
Yeah, I don't understand what you're talking about.
Don't worry about it.
And yeah, you get to Percy's house on Troll Skull Alley, and Bernard hops into his roost, and you open the door and you see the wiggly tentacles of Tony, and he goes, "Hi, everybody! Look, I made tea." And there's teacups all over the place. Every teacup in the house is on the table, and Percy just kind of puts his hands on his forehead and goes, "What the fuck?"
Hey, Tony?
Yes.
Do you remember when we left this morning?
Uh-huh.
I said there was like 2 really important things that you needed to do. What was the first one?
Make everybody happy with some tea.
No. The first one was stay in the house. You did good there. What was the second one?
Bring out the good stuff.
No. No, there was stuff you weren't supposed to touch, Tony. What was it?
Oh,
What part of the house? You know, that's better than what I said. Yeah, that was, yeah. So what did you do, Tony?
I touched everything.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I touched everything.
So what do we say, Tony?
I'm sorry, Blue Man. And like his tentacles like rub up against him, and he's like, "Get those away from me, please. I don't want the acid burns."
Glad that's settled, and she's gonna grab one of the cups and slam it.
Yeah. And it's very good tea. It's a little lukewarm at this point, but it's tasty.
Might as well. He might drink some tea.
Yeah, Riley's gonna enjoy a cup as well.
Yep.
Hell yeah, lukewarm tea.
Saoirse will also grab a cup because she's like, I don't know if it's rude to turn down flumph tea.
And it's
Let's just assume it is.
Zelphine will grab another and slam it just like a shot and put the cup down upside down, and then she's just gonna put her head on the table.
Yeah, and it's at this point, like, Percy has run off to the kitchen, is, like, running around, seems to start cooking something.
Nice.
And before too long, he comes out with a big pot of this rice porridge that has little chunks of, like, dried meat on top. And he scoops it into a bowl and goes, "Help yourself."
Heck yeah. Riley's gonna down that shit.
Brimstone is going to he has some paper birds.
I think
He's
so.
going to be as we're eating, he's going to be writing something on a paper bird in Infernal.
Okay. And the evening winds down.
Secrets.
Kanji is consumed, and everybody kind of, like, Percy shows you to one of the guest rooms, Saoirse.
She thanks him because she's polite.
Yes. He just kind of smiles. Yes, "You're the sanest person out of this group, and I appreciate quite frankly that you're here."
If there's anything that I can do to help take some of the weight off your shoulders, I would be more than happy to help.
That's very kind of you, but you just being here, honestly, is a big help.
Well then, I'll continue to stick around.
If you need anything, let me know. I'm just gonna be in my room.
Of course. Sleep well.
I'll try. He gives you, like, a thumbs up.
And yeah, she'll just turn in.
Cool.
Brimstone. Sorry, I think somebody else said something. They were saying.
Wasn't me, but I know Zelphine has a thing she wants to do.
Brim can go first if that's fine. Zelphine is currently finishing up washing all of the teacups and scolding Tony.
I'm still figuring out what he's writing, so somebody else wants to go.
Alright, Riley.
Riley did go into her room.
So yeah, you get into your room and sit down. It's at this point, Riley, you hear a voice in your ear that makes your hair stand on end. I won't make the same mistake twice. The drow will not find your brother as they did the captain. Follow your marks, and you can save him. The stronger your magic, the closer I'll be.
Leanne, I legit was gonna make Riley sneak out, and that was just the motivation she needed.
Alright, roll me a stealth check.
Yep, oh, against Delphine. Alright, let's go. Holy shit. Oh, no way. Oh, wait, my dex is kind of low, though. Yeah, but that's an 18.
18. What's your passive perception, Zelphine?
It's high, isn't it?
Yeah, I was about to say I hate to be this person, but my passive is a 21.
Fuck! I forgot how good you are. Okay, so Riley, in a panic, like, she was kind of mulling over ever since she realized Wesley got kidnapped. She was mulling over sneaking out to Ye Olde Grape. And she was just, like, thinking about the whole time, the whole trip over. And she was pacing around in her room, and she got that message from Radiance. And she just, in a panic, she tries to tie up, do the whole sheet rope trick out of the window, but the sheet ends up being too short, and she ends up falling outside.
Yeah, Zelphine, you hear this thump.
And, ow!
I was about to say, if Riley has been, like, doing all of the pacing and all of this, like, ever since we found out that Wesley was gone, has been, like, showing all of these tells, I imagine that, as soon as Riley just kind of, flops outside and falls off of her, her little sheet rope thing, Zelphine's just kind of standing there and shaking her head, just like, rookie mistake.
I hurt my ass, Zelphine. I hurt my ass.
Well, that's what you get. And she's gonna help her up.
She's like kind of legit crying right now. She's going, I don't know what to do. They're gonna kill him.
Hey.
I just met him. I finally got to see him again.
It's okay, Riley. That's not the kind of game she's playing right now. I will admit, it's not great that she has him. Nobody is happy about that, but she's not gonna kill him right now. Because ultimately, he's not the one she's after. She's gonna use him to get you, and we can't let her do that.
We might as well.
No.
I don't know what to do. She just messaged me, like, out of the blue, saying that the drow won't be able to find him, and apparently the markings, they show up when I'm closer to her.
Well, then she fucked up, because we're ultimately looking for her. But you can't do it like this. Everything that she tries to use against us is something she's teaching us, Riley, whether she means to or not. It's a card she reveals, it's a pawn she sacrifices because she thinks she can still win in the end. And we've got to learn from that, and we can't give her that much control of the board state. So no more running out of windows, okay?
Okay. I'm just really scared.
I get that. We're all a little scared. Nobody wants her to win, but, like, even more than that, like, fuck the world. I don't want her to have you.
Aw, it's really sweet. Riley's just gonna continue crying.
Zelphi's gonna kind of try to guide her back inside.
She's playing mean. She's playing mean chess.
She's right. She's right.
I mean, yeah, that's the point.
I mean, duh.
You give me a
She's
villain.
Bad guy. I know. I'm like, don't
We
pull any
gave
punches.
Leanne many villains.
I make Radiance mean. Leanne plays Radiance mean. What the fuck?
Why would Leanne
reaction.
do this?
Why would Leanne do that? Oh my god, it's the fucking. It's the Eric Andre fucking meme. Why would Leanne do this?
Literally exactly that.
It is that.
Exactly that.
Brimstone and Zelphine had things they wanted to do, I think.
I'm almost done. He's running kind of frantically and confusedly.
Cool.
Yeah, Zelphine's just gonna lead Riley back up to her room and say, "Now I'm counting on you not to try that again, okay? We are gonna go after her, and we are gonna go get Wesley. Just don't do it alone."
Okay, I'm sorry. I just.
Hey, it's all good.
I keep having these feelings of I could just end it all now and then my friends will be safe. It'll be fine. But that's not how this is gonna work. If I do it like this.
Exactly.
I need to control my panic brain from making these dumb decisions. But we all make dumb decisions, I think.
Oh, trust me, I know. I know a lot about dumb decisions.
Being friends with you guys was not a dumb decision, though.
I know one thing that might help you feel temporarily, like, a modicum better. As better as one could feel in such situation. Hey, Tony.
Hello.
He just kind of appears there in the doorway.
Yeah!
Don't mind him, he's been eavesdropping, he does that.
It's very entertaining.
Oh. Glad to entertain.
The weird thing about flumps is they kind of feed off of people's vibes. It's strange. I think about that sometimes and I'm like, why are we friends? And I don't get it. But I don't know, being around him kind of calms me down some, so maybe I'll do the same for you. If you're okay with another roommate for tonight.
Actually, yeah, that sounds pretty nice, actually. I kind of don't want to be alone. I don't want to bother you.
Yeah, I'm still technically under arrest, but Tony here has free reign, so...
I can be anywhere.
As long as it's in the house, Tony, isn't that right?
Okay.
I was gonna say it's probably not safe for you out there, bud.
Besides, you gotta help me take care of Riley here.
Okay. She seems like a tasty aura girl.
Don't say that.
Yeah, don't say it that way.
That's
been over
creepy.
this, Tony.
Tony, that's very creepy.
You can't refer to people as tasty. I know it's an aura thing, you still can't do it.
Don't refer to people
You're
as
no
tasty.
fun, Zelfie.
I'm not. We've established. Alright, well, y'all have fun with your sleepover, and I won't be far.
Okay. Have a good night, Zelphine, and thank you.
My tentacles
Anytime.
have acid in them.
Tony, I swear to God. Good night, Tony. And she's just gonna turn and leave.
Night,
She'll head.
Zelfie.
Good night. She's gonna head over to her little corner in Percy's room.
I finished up with my thing
Yeah.
I was writing.
Huzzah.
So I actually wanted to do a thing. Brimstone probably was like, he's in this room next to like where Saoirse's room is. Like there's the study and the couch and stuff. He probably paced a lot reading over and rereading this letter. And and he probably is not being too terribly quiet about it. He's definitely very distracted. And I think at one point he kind of absentmindedly opens the door to Saoirse's room instead of to the room that he's in. And he's got the letter in hand. He looks very frazzled and tired, and he goes, "Oh, sorry, I'll just," and he goes to close the door.
All right. Mistakes happen.
Actually, while I'm here, I'm sorry about today. I know it doesn't paint me in a very great light the first time, we've, met each other and I'm doing stupid shit.
I mean, my relationship with your entire group is very strange. I knew Zelphine before I knew her name. And it's one of those things where you save someone enough times, you become inextricably intertangled with them. So, even though I don't know her, I care about her. And I can't say that about a lot of people. But you have, these companions that seem to rely on you and care about you, and I can only assume you care about them. So, just be careful. For them.
I'm trying. And he actually kind of starts... He's kind of clutching the letter in his hand, and he just kind of slides on the wall, and I think he kind of tears up a little bit. I care so fucking much about all of them. And everybody I knew, and I care about the way that people see people who look like me, and I care about Aemond and his homeland, and I care about his relationship with his faith. I care about Zelphine and her whole thing with her past. I care about Percy and his fucking dealing with this whole shit with the Viper, and I care about Wesley and Riley, and I care about it all so much, and I'm trying to hold it all together in a way that keeps everybody safe, and it's all slipping through my fingers, and I don't know what to do. I'm so scared I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and there's going to be full-out fucking war in the streets in this city, and it'll be between people that I know are being led on by a horrible, awful person, and people who believe that what they're doing is right and necessary to protect their homeland, and I can't hate any of them, but I hate what's happening.
Saoirse will get up, and Brim's sitting on the floor, right?
Yeah.
She'll get up and she'll go and sit in front of him on her knees and look contemplative for a moment. I'm probably not the right person to say this, but There's virtue in holding on to the past, yes. But there's... How to put this? You don't have to hold all those ghosts inside of you. You're not a mausoleum. Your friends, can carry some of that weight. They can't haunt everyone. As far as the war, well, potential war, as far as everything else goes, just love them and understand that your friends are going to need you. Whole and hale. I'm talking in circles.
No, you're all good.
Alright, there we go.
It's never good at advice.
No, that helped a lot. I think I needed that.
Of course. My advice may be... Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I know it's maybe the thinking of a fool, but I really believe that if we can do this right, we can save a lot of people.
Even one soul is worth it.
Brimstone is going to crumple up the paper bird that he had, and he's going to very quickly pull out two. And he's going to write the same thing on both of them in Infernal and address them to two different people. And he's going to write, I will act on the love I hold in my heart. For the past, the present, and the future. And he's going to send one to Leototh and one to Aemond.
All right.
And he's going to open Saoirse's window and send them both flying out of that. And yes, I did check. I do have one paper bird left after this.
Cool. Piper birds don't grow on trees. They're expensive.
Yeah. And actually, I would amend that to say, for our past, present, and future.
All right.
And that's it.
Cool.
And I assume we won't know who you're sending those to?
No, I said to Aemond and Leototh.
Ah. I think. Do you have that written down? Because I think I missed some of it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm gonna have to
I think I
re-listen
cut
to
out
the
for a bit.
episode because that whole chunk is somebody was at our door, so I was muted and not listening. So
I'm sorry.
I will act on the love I hold in my heart for our past, present, and future.
That's what it says?
Yep.
Okay.
good.
Aemond,
I'm so
You know,
glad
as
you're
you were
sending that to the blind lady.
I wasn't gonna say it, but
Thinking of that, can he actually, kind of raise the letters, emboss them, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't want to say anything.
I don't.
It's a really sweet moment, but like,
There's somebody there that could read it to her as well.
okay. Aemond,
Yeah.
as he receives the
just thought-
letter, he'll just kind of look at it and go, "Fuck. Yep, I gotta do that too." And then he's gonna tuck the letter in his pocket, and then rather than going home, he's going to go to Estelle's library. Or where the library where Estelle is saying, rather.
Yeah, it's Charlie's bookstore.
I don't know how late it is.
It's pretty late at the other end of town.
Like 8, 9, like...
It's getting into the evening, yeah.
Okay, Eamon will arrive at the door and sort of knock and sort of wait at front. And he his armor, thankfully, has that special magical effect where it can't get dirty, but he's like washed his face and such, and you know.
Yeah, and the door creaks open. You see a little drow. She kind of adjusts her glasses and she looks up. She's wearing like a silk bonnet at this point in the evening and like a little spider web shawl. And she looks up at you and goes, Can I help you?
Is Estelle home? I'm sorry, did I wake you up?
We're getting ready for bed. It's getting late. But
Is she home?
Yeah, I can grab her.
Like only if she wants to, you know. I don't.
The door's
wanna
already
force
closed,
her.
and you hear scuffling, and then you hear, "There's a really hot guy outside. What the? What are you talking about? Hot guy? He says he knows you. He knows me. Oh my god!" And you just this like back and forth. The door opens, and Estelle is standing there in like pajamas, and she kind of leans up against the door and goes, "Hi."
Look, I have a very dangerous career. I don't know what's gonna happen to me tomorrow, so I gotta ask you tonight. Do you want to go for like a ride on my horse or something? Just spend some time together.
Yes, I do.
Eamon's gonna extend it. Just
It's
Eamon's like
great.
Eamon's gonna extend his hand and help her up onto onto Maggie's back.
Yeah, and her hair is all tied back in like a bow to protect it, and she is in these like these soft looking pajamas, and she like clings onto you and goes,
I'll be back later, Charlie.
Oh my god. And then they're just gonna go for like a beautiful, majestic ride, and Eamon's like playing his lute a little bit. It's like really corny.
It's
But
very
Eamon,
Disney,
like-
very Disney movie.
Yeah, because Eamon doesn't have like an idea of what romance actually is. He just knows it from like fairy tales. So he's like trying to emulate that, and it's like it's like really awkward. And he's kind of like trying to say like knightly things, and then he just like drops the facade after a little bit. And he's like, "So like, how's your day?" It's like they just breaks into small talk. But they're still riding on this like majestic horse with a blue fiery mane.
Brimstone like turns to Saoirse at the window and goes, "Well, I suppose I did something.
He's not anywhere near you guys.
Oh yeah, no. This is just for the juxtaposition of the viewers at home.
Aim, always I wanna be with you. It's like
it's
if you've ever played Robot Unicorn Attack, it's
that.
like I imagine they've actually gone into like a sort of more wide open space and like just spending some time together looking at the night sky.
Yeah.
Does Saoirse do anything? Because I'm sure that Saoirse could read Brim's note.
I mean, did you show it to her?
I mean, he was writing them for a little bit.
She wasn't snooping.
Fair enough.
Can I be heard?
Yes,
now.
Yay! Okay, I was also going to point out that Charlie's bookstore is like right across the street from Percy's house.
That's why.
Never mind. You would be able to.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eamon would have like come back, and then you would have probably seen him. Like, I don't. Should you guys?
We wouldn't call attention to anything.
Okay, You know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a charisma stealth check.
What?
Charisma stealth check.
This is just for fluff. It's just to see who notices it. It's like if you see it like his casually. What am I saying? No, just roll perception, and whoever gets a decent roll notices. I don't know what I'm trying to do here.
We'd have to be actively looking out the window.
No, yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, at this point, like I think everybody's busy.
Yeah, okay. Anyone who wants to notice can notice, whatever. I bet Tony notices.
Tony's in the room. Tony's in the room with Riley and just like starts dancing out of nowhere, just like, what lovely lute music.
Yeah, and that's it. Riley's just like,
what?
Yeah, I get it, I guess. Go off, King.
The person after that is going to, unless Saoirse says anything to him, very quickly excuse himself.
She's just gonna say, good night.
Good night. Thanks for the talk. It really did help, genuinely.
Anytime.
Okay, and he'll go back to his own room and try and read a bit and crash.
All right.
Zelphine is sitting in her corner of Percy's room and just kind of like... She's got her bag of holding in her hands and she's staring at it.
You looking for the bag man? Like, what are you doing?
The what?
You know what? I don't even want to bring this up right now. So, what are you doing?
Now who's making shit up? I don't know. Hadn't had an existential crisis yet today. Thought it was time.
I mean, you sure you haven't? It's been a long day.
I did get hit in the head. It might have happened before then, and I forgot. I don't know, coming to terms with all the non-stop fuckery and how I'm kind of just making it worse.
Look, if it makes you feel any better, literally everyone in this group is making shit worse.
You always know what to say.
Don't I?
She starts staring at the bag again. It looks like she might have something else to say, but she's not doing it.
Look, you want me to tell you about the bag man? It takes people into the bags.
No, that's actually not what I want right now. I want you to roll that back, actually. I want you to unsay that.
He just chuckles. What are you looking for?
I suppose since I'm in your custody, it is ultimately up to you, but I've tried to use what few resources I have to help, or at least not hinder the others anymore in dealing with this. I spent my admittedly ill-gotten life savings. I have bartered with my freedom. I took a job that will almost certainly kill me, but as it stands, all I'm really good for right now is attracting even more trouble that could be avoided. It doesn't really have anything to do with what else is going on, but she's gonna reach into the bag and pull out the Mask of the Viper. As long as I have this, the Zents are gonna keep coming, and we've got enough to deal with as is. Obviously. We can't take 2 steps without, a war threatening to break out, and we don't need another side to deal with.
That girl, Ami, she wanted this. Why?
I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know why they're so attached to this piece of shit, but I guess it represents something to some of them. Who fucking knows? Power, whatever the fuck that is that they're after, but something else for them to hide behind.
It's a symbol. Symbols hold power. Are you talking, Shelps?
But, oh, no, sorry. I was thinking.
Your circle was green, and I didn't hear anything, so I had a panic moment.
Yeah, sorry, with the new mic, it just is, perpetually green. I don't know how to make it not do that, but...
All good.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, this is what they're after. They want this thing back, so... If I could just fucking get rid of it, then,
Why don't you?
I mean, honestly, I've tried before, but it's not, exactly as easy as taking a hammer to it. This thing's old magic. They don't even know where it came from, honestly. They found it deep in the vaults of Darkhold, and it was just there, so who knows even what it is at this point. But, playing with big bad magic things is kind of what they do, but... I might know one way, but it is big and it is complicated. And it's the last card I've got up my sleeve.
I mean, it sounds almost worth it. This is everything the Viper is, isn't it?
Like I said, this is all ultimately up to you, but she's gonna pick up her luck blade and just kind of hold it up where you can see the hilt of it, and with the 3 red gems in it, and 2 of them are broken and one of them, still intact, and she'll say, there is a wish attached to this sword.
A wish? Like a wish?
Oh, wish. Aemond gave it to me. I have no fucking idea why, but...
he just does stuff and he thinks it's a good idea, but it's a lot.
Yeah. Under better circumstances, I would have probably, just gone to my grave still wondering what in the hell to even use this for, which... might have been why he gave it to me, because I wouldn't use it, but, circumstances have never been normal for me, so it should do the trick, but I don't know what it'll do to me. Not that it super matters, but what do you think?
I think it's worth a shot.
Well, here goes nothing then. She's gonna kind of have the mask in one hand and the sword in the other. Pausing to take a good look at both. And then she will say, I wish to destroy the mask of the Viper.
And as you utter those words, you hear the clink noise of something breaking on the sword. That last gem cracks, and pieces of it kind of fall onto the ground. In your other hand, beams of light start to crack out among the edges of the mask and go into the center. It bursts into this beam of light, and it just cracks into your hand, and you hear this loud noise. You can't pinpoint what that sound is. It sounds like screaming, but there is too much of it all at once. It throbs in your head it feels like parts of you are being ripped from your head, and it hurts. Beams of light from where it cracked in your hand come down your own arm and through your body, and you find yourself on your knees. And then suddenly it's quiet. You don't hear the noise, and you look at your hand, and it's fine. Your hand is fine. You can breathe, and it feels like there's a weight off your chest, off your shoulders, that you didn't even know was there. You can breathe deeper and better than you have in a long time, and your head feels clearer. There's shattered pieces of this mask on the floor. And Percy is just standing there looking at it with his hands up going, that was something.
For the benefit of everybody else in the house, probably when all of the screaming in her head started and she fell to her knees, Zelphine would have grabbed her own head and also screamed.
Brim's probably gonna get up and rush out of his room into Percy's room.
Oh yeah, Riley is also running.
Yeah,
what's going on? What's happening?
You just see Percy standing there with his hands up, kind of backing a little bit away from Zelphine. There's pieces of ceramic all over the floor.
What did you do? What did you do to Zelphine?
I didn't do shit.
Zelphine, can you hear us? Riley's going to Zelphine's side.
Mm-hmm. Zelphine, she kind of seems dazed for a moment, and her ears are ringing. It's kind of like, that effect in a movie when an explosion's gone off, and she's just... everything that you're saying is muffled for a moment, and then she kind of blinks and shakes it off and looks at you and just goes, Riley, and then she's going to give you a really big hug.
Aw. Riley's just very surprised, oh, and then she hugs her back.
Brimstone, he's going to start approaching Zelphine and Riley. He's going to go down to he's going to go to the rune bag that Tony gave him, and he's going to pull out a rune.
All right.
What rune do I pull?
It looks like spaghetti.
Brimstone looks at
actual spaghetti, or the flump spaghetti. I'm sorry.
It looks specifically like a plate of spaghetti.
Brimstone will look at the rune and look at the bag and shake it, and then put it back on and just shake his head, put the rune back in, put it back on his pouch, and go, fuck it. and she will go in and sweep Zelfine and Riley up in a big hug.
Aw, hug time.
Saoirse's just leaning on the door jamb, smiling.
And I think that's a good place to end it for today.
Yeah.
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 David too busy on a date to get a family hug.
Listen, I feel like everybody in the party would be like, nah, go get it.
Honestly, yeah, we all would go get it.
It was great playing with you all. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.